Okay, welcome back to the channel. So this video was supposed to be me researching the best-selling e-bikes on Amazon, going through them, giving you guys my opinion, as well as curating my own list of the best e-bikes on Amazon. And if you guys want to see that in the future, leave a comment down below because it does sound like a pretty good idea. But the entire video got derailed when I came across this listing right here, the Eahora M1P 37 mile an hour, 2000 watt electric motorcycle for adults. I mean, just take a look at this motorcycle scooter hybrid thing. It's super unique looking. It is expensive, but there is a coupon for a pretty significant $700 off. And we're gonna go through it now, but the actual specs of this vehicle are pretty serious. Okay, so let's take a deep dive into the hard numbers of this bike. So we're dealing with a 2000 watt QS powerful motor. Now, I've never used a QS motor, but I've heard good things about them, and the advertised speed is 37 to 40 miles per hour with a torque rating of 124 Newton meters. Now, to get a bit more insights on the actual components they're using here, I pulled up the QS Motor website, and from what I can tell, this is the motor that they're using. It's 2000 watts, it has a 12-inch diameter, and if you just take a look at the photo of it, kind of side by side, you can see the similarities. So I'm pretty sure this is the motor that they are using. And if we poke around the website a little bit more, it says that this motor can be configured in a 2000 watt, 3000 watt, or 5000 watt configuration with a max speed of anywhere between 35 and 100 kilometers per hour. And if we go back to their claimed speed, they said 37 to 40 miles an hour. So that is right in that range. It's a brushless DC motor with permanent magnets. You can use it with up to 96 volts. The battery that they decided to pair with it is 60 volts at 30 amp hour capacity. So that's a huge battery for a total of about 1800 watt hours of capacity. So an absolutely massive battery. And I do like to see that along with that massive battery, it comes with a decently fast 5 amp charger. In fact, this is the same charger I have with my bike, and it's pretty solid. But the final two bits of information here is the max torque, which is rated at 150 Newton meters, and the max current, which is 60 amps at 72 volts. And if we come back to the product page, in this configuration, they achieved 124 Newton meters of torque, and they're running at 60 volts, 55 amps. So there's definitely some headroom left if you wanted to, say, change out the controller and get even better performance out of it. Although I gotta say, these numbers are very impressive for an e-bike. And right here is a snapshot of all the major specifications, so if you want to pause the video and take a look at it, you can do so right now. Now, I found this review video on YouTube of this bike, and I figured we can watch it together. I could pause it, point out certain things, and I'll leave this whole video link down below, along with the actual product link if you guys want to check it out.
Eahora has 3 models to choose from. I think that this is the coolest looking one out of the 3. Now, the M1 isn't cheap. It's $3,200.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of the aesthetics of this? The more I look at this with the flat base here and the pegs and the small kickstand, it does seem more like a scooter rather than a motorcycle. The front fork here is a double clamp and pretty solid suspension travel. In fact, this is a full suspension bike. We can see the rear springs kind of underneath the seat here. And then of course we have the massive high-rise handlebars, which gives it that classic kind of chopper motorcycle look and feel to it.
The M1 has a 2000 watts brushless DC geared QS motor that's powered with a 60 volt 30 amp hour.
Oh, okay, it's a geared motor. I thought it was direct drive, but okay. It has some gears on the inside, so a little bit of reduction. And combined with the small diameter wheel, I can see how that generates 124 Newton meters of torque then.
Our high density lithium battery, which is just a massive battery. Now that can be removed with the key and charged on the.
Okay, I do like the integrated lights. I'm just noticing this. So we have a headlight, we even have turn signals. So I'm guessing if you wanted to, you could register this right on the street, because keep in mind, you don't have any functional pedals.
Okay, let's see how fast this can go. I got a nice flat, straight road here. Got it on speed mode 1. Here we go. 1 is 24.
So here's a good view of what it looks like from riding the bike. We have those super high-rise handlebars, and when you combine it with the rather wide seat, this looks to be a very comfortable cruising kind of a bike. You could also see the reservoirs for the hydraulic brake fluid, and that's definitely needed. When you have this much power, you need just as much stop as you have go, and this seems to check that off.
3 is 36. Woo! Oh, I actually got 37 for a second.
I like this view of the bike side on. You can see how it kind of looks with somebody sitting on it. The seating position is extremely low to the ground. Also, the bottom deck looks to have about 4 inches maybe of ground clearance. And when you combine that with these small diameter wheels, I do not think this will thrive off-road. Just a hunch.
And the seamless iron alloy pipe frame weighs 178 pounds, can carry a rider up to 440 pounds.
Yeah, so there's a better look at the seat. It's super wide. This thing is clearly designed for cruising on the street, being comfortable, looking good, and having all the necessary headlights to potentially register this and make it street legal to get around. Yeah, so make sure to leave a comment down below letting us know what you think of this very unique chopper, scooter, electric motorcycle thing, and would you ever buy something like this? Because it does have pretty high quality components to it. That's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, we appreciate a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for future content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.